You live?
Are we live? Oh,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Good afternoon, pro wrestling fans, and welcome once again to the most swagged out pro wrestling podcast on social media. You know what it is. You are now tuned in to Ring Psychology. Look at me over here getting tongue-tied. You already know, man. This is the podcast where we bring you the best wrestling all the time for your mind. And that's what it is. You dig? So, this is the triple threat right here. Let me go ahead and sound off. As y'all know, I am your host with the most flavor, the voice of enlightenment. They call me Two Live Brew. And over here to my right side is none other than my tag team partner every week, the dude that makes me think and changes my predictions on the fly and all that good stuff. I already told y'all about the drip and the swag, man. Y'all see it right there. Y'all see the chain hanging and all that stuff. He got the Cartiers on. You know what I'm saying? Got one hand on the whip. He on the road. He on the road today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
got that road swag. But anyway, he's
I'm a
still the
family
man with the
today.
magic
I'm a family
touch.
man today.
You already know, man. Everything he says and touches. He a family man today, but he still got the magic touch, and everything he says turns to gold. The one and only, thank God, Dre Cole. And then of course, rounding out the group, you know what I'm saying? We got the straight shooter, the man that tells it like it is, whether you like it or not. And you know what I'm saying? The man that can, fantasy book, a wrestling match, in his sleep. I don't know how he does it, but anyway. And he's rocking, and he's representing the NWO, ladies and gentlemen, the NWO Wolfpack. Ladies and gentlemen, it could be it can only be one because they don't make any more of them. He calls himself Mr. Worldwide, aka Jim Cornette's black grandson, Jay Anderson. Fellas, what's going on? It's another wild week in wrestling. It's another wild week, man.
What's happening?
What you laughing at? What you
It's
laughing
craziness
at, man?
going up.
I gotta steal that one. The
I'm
black
putting
grandson
you
of
over.
Jim Cornette.
Yes, I'm putting you over. You see how I'm putting you over? I put Dre over like every week. I gotta put you over too.
No,
You know
I
what I'm
love it. I
saying?
love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
you gotta look out for the locker room. You gotta look out for the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no, you know what I mean? Hold on a second. Malfunction at the junction. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I don't know
Martin
what's
Cameron
going
went
on
out.
right now. Yeah, hold on a minute.
We still hear you
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right. There we
There you go.
go. There we go. Yeah,
All
man.
good.
You got to look out for your locker room, man. I ain't Terry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna. It doesn't. It's not gonna work for me, brother. You know what I'm saying? But no, anyway. But yeah, man, we got some good stuff on the table today. We're going to be highlighting one of our favorite people, or at least one of my favorite people. I know he's probably one of Dre's favorite people too. I don't know about Jay's, but Seth freaking Rollins, our world heavyweight champion,
Let's talk about it.
who I think has been doing
Let's
a
talk about
phenomenal
it.
job. Yeah, I think he's been doing a phenomenal job. Like, his first 2 weeks is champion. You know what I'm saying? He's really made the championship feel like something. The way he's, come out and said this is gonna be the workhorse championship, and he's gonna be a fighting champion, and he's gonna give younger talent an opportunity to elevate themselves and to test themselves against him. Because he says he is the measuring stick. We saw that Monday against Damian Priest. Shout out to Damian Priest. Very good matchup. Probably one of the better.
Damian gave a good
Probably,
match. Yeah.
he did.
Damian
He
gave a
did.
good match.
He did.
That was a great match.
Yeah, Damian definitely deserves. Like, I'll tell you what. Ever since Backlash Puerto Rico, Damian Priest has deserved every opportunity he's gotten. Like, whether it's TV time, main event matches. Like, shout out to Damian Priest, man. This dude came a long way. Like, from Punishment Martinez and Ring of Honor to NXT to now on Monday Night Raw, man. Salute, man. Salute. That's all I gotta say. Salute, man.
I feel like what I'm about to say may start a whole nother conversation,
Of
but I'm gonna
course it
say it
will.
anyway.
Of course it will.
I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm bold enough to say he's the better one out of the Judgment Day, bro. To be honest with you, I'm bold enough to
Oh,
say
I
I like
mean,
him over Finn, hands down.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
he's the better one.
of course.
I
Oh,
don't.
I'll agree with
I,
that.
yeah, I mean, I feel like if they was gonna put the belt on anyone in Judgment Day, they'll put it on Finn. But I think that Damian would be the better one to have to to beat
I mean,
Seth when that time
hey,
comes. But
hey,
that's just my
we may see a
opinion.
rematch. We may see that rematch sooner than later. So I mean, you never know. You never know. I see old Black Nature Boy over there with that look in his eyes. He looked like he wanted to say something.
That's why I
Oh,
said it's gonna
I don't
start a
want to
whole
start
nother
an I
conversation.
don't want to start another conversation,
No,
but
come on and
I
say
don't
how Seth.
believe
Come on and say
that.
how
No. I agree
Seth
with
is
you. I
not a
agree with you.
world champion. Go ahead
No.
and say the.
I'm not there yet. I was just gonna say Finn Balor shouldn't be in the Judgment Day.
Oh, okay. You haven't gotten started yet.
They're so
Oh,
much
okay.
better as just the
I
three of them.
agree. I
Like
agree.
so much
You
better
said that.
as just the
You
three
said
of
the
them.
three of them.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I would
So
put
you
yeah,
them
think they could get over without? You think they could get
over
yeah.
over
anyone.
without
I
Rhea?
think they have
Really?
this. No. The
Okay.
three of them is Dominic, Rhea, and Damien. They don't
Oh
need
man,
Finn.
wait a minute. Hold on. Time out.
They don't need Finn. Yeah,
Time out.
they don't need
Time
Finn.
out. Y'all not gonna do the Prince like that. Y'all are not gonna do the
Well,
Prince
no.
like that. I'm
Hey,
Here's it. But you
sorry.
we
got to
didn't
think
do
about
it
it
to
like
him.
this,
We
though.
didn't do it to him. The
He did it to
WWE did it
himself.
to him.
You gotta put it to you like this, bro. His gimmick, his best gimmick is the demon, bro. His best gimmick is the demon. And to
Of course it
turn
is.
from, so it's weird to go from the Judgment Day, Finn to the like. I didn't like that when he fought Edge at where did they just fight? When he fought the demon, that wasn't WrestleMania,
Talking
was
about
it?
the Edge.
Yeah,
Talking about Edge at
was it
Mania.
WrestleMania? Yeah,
Hell in a Cell.
I didn't care for that. I care for the match because it was good, but to see Finn from being the Judgment Day Finn Balor back to the Demon out, it just didn't make sense to me. That didn't make. Oh, we lost him big time.
Oh
Where did
man.
he go?
But yeah, you know where I stand on it. Like to me, Finn Balor is a fourth wheel
I
to
agree.
that group.
I agree.
Because without him, like they already look like a unit.
Yeah,
He's like
I
the
agree.
X star that is now put in that spotlight. Um,
That totally makes sense.
right. But
That
yeah,
totally makes sense. And me personally, yeah,
no,
I'm with you.
and Damian Priest to me, he has it. There are things I would change about his presentation. Um, you're gonna laugh at this, but like mainly his hair. Because that throws me off from the rest of his presentation. But nah, like
I
Damian
actually
Priest,
thought Damon was Indian because of his hair. I
oh,
legit thought he was Indian. I didn't know he was Puerto Rican.
I, I,
I,
is that all his hair? Because it just looks like you know when I'm gonna go back with this. So like Road Dogg, when Road Dogg got the extension braids in,
yeah,
and he would just come out one week with like short hair, next week with braids. That's what it gives me, and so I can't take him seriously as like the macho enforcer of the group like that. But
that makes sense.
other than that, nah, he got it, and especially Puerto Rico, his match with Bunny,
That was
I
such
felt
a great match.
right.
That was such a great match. And I mean, we talking about it. So that faction, I agree. They need Finn. Um, but for what the rumored new faction is supposed to be, they kind of need a fourth because they have that new supposed to be. So the rumor is Seth is trying to start a faction with Becky, but also with KO and Sammy. And I thought about that. I don't know how I felt about it. It doesn't look right to me. Uh, but I mean, I don't know. What you think?
So that this is my first time hearing it like that. So the world champion wants to start a faction with the tag team champions and his wife. For what? What is the
That's the new rumor.
purpose? For why?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay, we're back.
Let's see if George can answer that question. So
All right. So,
What
George, you're
question,
talking
Raymond?
about the new faction. We're talking about the new
Oh,
faction that's supposed to be coming out. It's so Seth is the rumor is Seth is going to start a faction with his wife Becky
Becky,
and the tag team champions
Kevin.
KO and Sammy. And they're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be also feuding with Judgment Day, believe it or not. That's the
Oh,
rumor.
is that
What
so? Hmm.
what you think about that?
Hmm. Mm, okay. So, this is a two-part answer. So, first, I definitely feel like that particular stable would work. My only
You do.
concern with that, yeah, the only concern that I have with that is if a certain individual who I'm not going to name is going to book them as strong and as credible as they're capable of being. And if, as long as they win the feud with the Judgment Day, I don't mind Judgment Day getting like maybe one or two wins over the faction. That's fine. And as long as Seth is not the one getting pinned, that's fine. Kevin can afford to take a loss. He's bulletproof. Sammy is too. So is Becky. But if Seth gets pinned at any point in this feud, then I'm going to give up on it. But other than that, I think that's a very good main event, stable feud for Raw. And you talk about the rumor mill. I've been hearing a few whispers as well that we might possibly see Rhea and Becky collide for the first time sometime soon, possibly over the SmackDown Women's Championship. So this development is coming together at the right time, if you ask me. But all in all, yeah, I definitely think, this will be a very fun feud, just as long as the booking is right and as long as Seth is not the one taking the pin. So yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
so that goes back to my answer, which was why. Um, none to me, like, why are we putting the world heavyweight champion that we just made this big deal to crown in a stable with a woman? It's not a misogynistic thing. It's just pro wrestling. It doesn't make sense. And then there's so many other people on the roster, but it's like we're always putting our stars together. So who does it serve for the tag team champions and the world heavyweight champion to be in a group together if they're all baby faces? The Judgment Day also doesn't need Finn Balor, because
Eh, I
Rhea
I have
should
to
not
disagree
be.
with you there.
I just don't think that Rhea should be presented at this point like China, like, or Roman Reigns.
Mm.
She shouldn't really be fighting and defending her championship. She doesn't really have anything to
Well, I
prove.
mean, in my opinion, it, yeah, I can agree with I can agree with some of what you're saying. I
So
strongly disagree with you about them not needing Finn. I definitely feel like Finn definitely it has an effect on that group in terms of how it's presented because yes, even though Finn's character in that group overly obnoxious to the point of irritation, but it works because Judgment Day is like an in your face, defiant, you know, we're going to do what we want when we want, and there's nothing you can do to stop us. And
But
Finn
the problem with
is
that
the
is,
ringleader
but
for that.
Finn isn't that type of person. And I think that's why I agree with Shaquille with they don't really need Finn, because I agree with you. They're in your face. We're gonna do what we want to do. But if you ask me, the hardest person in Judgment Day is Rhea. She's harder than everyone. Period.
Okay. Okay.
Finn
I can
Balor
agree with
is
that.
the Rick
Yeah.
Rude
Oh,
of.
don't you dare do
I mean,
that.
he is.
Don't
He's the
you
insurance
dare do
policy.
that. Stop it
No, because
right
no,
now. No,
honestly,
he
the
is
three
not.
of them,
He is
I
not
see the
Rick
three of
Rude. How
them.
dare you?
I see Dominic,
This guy said
Damian, and Rhea like Hunter, Sean, and China, and then Finn Balor is like,
hold on, you
here's
have to repeat
Finn.
that again. You were kind of breaking up.
I was saying I see Dominic, Damian, and Rhea as Sean, Hunter, and China, and then Finn is kind of like this ex major star who we don't really have anything for, so let's put him with him. He's the insurance policy, but that's just me. That's just me.
He's such a DX mark.
I could kind of see that though.
Oh, man.
I could kind of see that, which sucks because Finn is really good.
Oh, man.
Finn is an amazing fighter. I mean, let's be real. He was the first Universal Champion.
Universal Champion.
He was the first. So, but I don't see him with that group. I do not see him with
So
that
you're
group.
telling me So you're telling me that without Finn, you're telling me Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and Dominic could come out and just cut these amazing promos on their
Yeah.
own and continue to
Yeah.
get themselves over without Finn? Is that that's what you're saying?
They're doing it without Finn. Who's your biggest pop
And
in the Judgment Day?
Damian Priest.
No, Damian is not the biggest pop. Dominic is your biggest pop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I
Dominic is
mean
your
he got the
biggest pop.
heat. Yeah, Dominic's got the heat. Yeah, of
So-
course Dominic's gonna get the heat.
So
Of course
by
he is.
himself, he's gonna get them over. By just him alone.
Yeah.
How much they
Yeah.
hate him, he's gonna get them over. Then you got Rhea, who is just like,
But Dominic is
she's your
promo
fighter.
though. Dominic is not good on the mic, and you know
Finn
this.
is not
He's
good on the mic.
But so this is why
Dominic
I
is
call them
horrible at promo.
97. That's why they're 97 DX. Because Dominic just has that nuclear heat. You have Rhea next to him, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the attention grabber. And then you have your workhorse in Damian Priest.
Who's the best promo out of the group? Damian can actually cut promos.
And Triple
He
H
can
is the
talk.
best promo out of the group. And then you have Finn Balor. And I was going to make a point. Finn Balor would be amazing in AEW. That's where I think he would shine.
Yeah. You were waiting on that, weren't you? You waiting all podcasts for that. Oh yeah, Damian would be great in AEW.
No, but in AEW, I actually feel like he would be a top star. He would be
Oh, he
presented
would.
like
Oh,
the
he-
Prince
oh,
Devitt.
Yes,
or Deville
absolutely.
or Devitt. What was his name?
Yeah, Prince
was Devitt?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You damn right. he
So
would.
I feel like over
He'd probably be
there,
the AEW champion, if I'm being honest.
and probably be taken a lot more seriously. But Finn Balor, to me, like you said, like Dre said, like the Demon is really his best work, and you can't just it's like a Bray Wyatt thing. Like you can't just pick and choose.
Okay, but it's his best. Okay, I'll agree with you. It's his best work, but let's be honest. Like, when did they really pull the Demon King out of their pocket? When they're desperate, right? When they feel like Finn isn't getting the reaction that he wants, when they feel like he's not getting himself over as a
because he's
character,
not.
that's their go-to. That's their
But the
go-to.
thing is, though,
They
but
pull
the
out the
thing is, you
Demon
got to
King.
think of this. But you can't pull out the Demon King from the Judgment Day gimmick of Finn Balor. It's just totally different. It's totally different.
Yes, exactly.
So,
But what I'm saying, the Judgment Day Finn Balor, yes, as corny and as quirky as it is, it works because it plays on the personality of the group. Because the group, to Jaquil's point, is, you know, if you want to call it a modern day younger Generation X, then okay, yes, they're defiant, they're in your face, they're gonna do what they want to do, like I said earlier. And Finn Balor is like the forefront of that attitude, because
but
he's
Finn
like, yeah,
Balor,
you know, all right,
but
yeah, I know I'm
here's the
corny.
thing. Finn Balor in Judgment Day is equivalent to what you think the Usos and Roman and them are in their character. When you always say, these dudes are from Pensacola, Florida, and he's from Las
Yeah.
Vegas. He ain't no thug. Yeah, okay, cool. Take it. But their character is a thug. But seeing Finn Balor from this rocker dude to now, you slick. A Mexican cartel type feel, because that's what they all give, and it doesn't work.
Even his
Wow.
attire to
Word.
me, like his
Dre with
attire,
the-
like you got black
Dre
tights
with the
on
really
a-
big Dre with the really big moniker. So Ring Psychology. This is the first.
Saying it doesn't work.
But no,
Y'all
I
pulling
feel
out
like
all the
even,
stops today.
even like his attire, like he just wears all black with a purple
Bandana, yeah.
bandana tied around him. Like he doesn't naturally fit. Like
Yeah.
Like I said,
I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. I realize what y'all saying. Yes, it's corny, it's dry. He's a dud. Yes, he is. But what I'm saying is that is the point. That is the point. That's what gets them the heat, because he's obnoxious and because he's a dud. And at the same time, when the bell rings, people know, like, okay, this duddy, dry Nimrod of a guy who we call Finn Balor in the Judgment Day is still one of the best performers inside of the ring, bell for bell. But that's
I
the
agree.
point. He
I agree.
deceives you. It's deceiving.
But you need more if you're gonna
That's
do
the
a
point. That's the
gimmick
reason
with
why
the
they
group.
act the way they act.
So, do you know from a Booker's perspective everything
I
that
mean,
you
okay,
just described?
yeah, I can agree with that.
So from a Booker's perspective, that just means that they're carrying him. From what you just described,
Right.
he doesn't have the
Yeah, okay.
personality to do
Okay,
it.
now I can agree with
So
that. Yes, they are.
He's the insurance policy. That's what I meant when I said he's the insurance policy. Like, he can go in there and deliver, but he needs them to be anything right now. Because by himself, he cannot do it. He has to be the demon. But like you said, like he's a dud. And
You're
so
speaking.
I guess
You're speaking of Balor when you say this, right?
yeah. Like
He does not
he needs
agree.
the Judgment Day.
He does not agree at all. He's like, you guys are not gonna sit here and tell me. Yeah, we are. We have to, bro. It's your face says it all.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean, you know, I stand on mine. I do respect what he's saying. I do respect what Jaquil is saying, but Jaquil knows this. We go at this a lot, even in our own personal discussion. You know what I'm saying? We're literally big brother and little brother. We're not going to agree on everything, and a lot of times he's right on stuff, and a lot of times I'm right on stuff. So I mean, this is nothing new, especially when it comes to certain individuals. So I mean, like, yes, I do respect Jaquil's opinion always, but I stand on what I said. Like, it's a method to the madness. Like it's a deception.
I will be waiting.
It's like, yeah, okay.
I will be
So
Y'all know
then
that
with
I'm corny.
that, so with that, then how, George? I'm asking you, George, because you I guess you see the vision, and we're the ones that don't. So with that, how do you put
Right.
this feud between the Judgment Day and this rumored faction between your champions and Becky? Like, how does that
Well,
work?
this is what you do. You have the Judgment Day, and I know this is gonna sound really, really nuts for me, but again, this is just my vision that I see. You let Judgment Day take the lead here, and you have them come out and present themselves like, okay, yes, we are the stable of Raw. Like, I don't care what other stables you put together or who you bring. We are the group to be reckoned with here on Raw.
Okay.
You merger that personality into the stable of champions, we'll just call them for right now. You can have the Judgment Day, come out, open up Raw, and just be like, oh, so Seth, you could even have Finn cut the promo. So you could be like, okay, Seth, so you want to throw your little weight around now just because you're world champion and you feel like you got all the stroke around here. You want to go and assemble, your little indie buddies in Sammy and Kevin and your wife, and you want to try to compete with the Judgment Day. And then it could be a case of like, okay, well, since you feel like you're just as superior as we are, then we'll just go ahead and just take we'll just go ahead and just take your titles then. Simple. They got something they want. Seth has the
I
world
don't.
title. Sammy and Kevin
Let
have
me
the
tell you
tag team
why.
titles.
Let me tell you why I don't like it.
Damian.
I feel like for that to work,
Okay.
they have to separate the tag team championships. Because you still have, as long as Sammy and KO have the undisputed championships, they have to go back and forth. And so
They
it
do.
wouldn't be that compelling of a storyline when your tag team like, you want them to focus on nothing but the Judgment Day. But there's people in SmackDown that are focused on KO and Sammy.
Also, a huge point here. I think we're just missing this point here. We're talking about the world heavyweight champion here. So does
Yeah,
he
no,
not have bigger
I feel
fish
what
to
you I
fry?
feel what you're saying. Go ahead, Jaquil. Go ahead.
Like the world heavyweight champion should be frying bigger fish than the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And if
I
he's
feel like
not, then
putting him in a
that's a
faction.
booking problem.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Putting
have
him
any?
into a faction is going to make him Roman Reigns.
You're saying he should be.
Sorry.
Putting him in a faction is going to make him Roman, and it's going to put him in positions to where he's not defending the title like we want to see. In my opinion.
Say it again.
I said putting him into a faction is going to make him Roman, and is going to make him is going to bring him back from being a fighting champion. Because if he's in a faction and he's fighting with the faction, you don't get to see him defend his title. We have an issue with Roman because we don't see him defending his title.
Defend his title.
We have to wait
That's a good point. That's
whatever pay-per-view he feels like being on to defend his title. I'm not even asking you to defend it every Monday.
Oh, that's your issue.
Defend it at least a premium. That's one of my biggest issues with Roman. I want to see you fight. We don't get to see him fight.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with Dre.
My issue is no. I agree too. My
frustration.
issue is when he does get in the ring, is 3 moves over and over.
That part too.
Over.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to his fighting ability. We already know he needs some more moves. But at the same time, we don't see the moves anyway because you ain't never fighting. You ain't never fighting.
Yeah.
That's my issue with Roman. And so I feel like putting Rollins into a faction and putting him into a faction to fight another faction just doesn't make sense to me right now. Let him be the champion for a second. Let him be champ. Let him be the fighting champion that he already
Okay.
said that he is.
Now
Let's let
that's a
people.
logical perspective.
Yeah, I mean, let people.
or even a transitional champion.
Now,
You know, I'm Team Steiner.
Something.
Team
really,
Steiner over here.
really,
Team Steiner.
really,
Team
Really?
Steiner.
really,
That would be amazing for me.
Jaquil. Really. All right.
Yup.
So Jaquil came with an agenda today. All right. Well, yeah, let's just mess with George's mind. Sure. He came with an agenda. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Because look,
my whole thing is
before.
this. Like,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
nah, I was just gonna say but that's a great logical perspective that Dre brings up. I never really thought about it like that. Like, yeah, he talks about, you know, Roman being this and being that and how he wants to be anything but yeah, if this faction does actually happen, then yeah, you're basically a hypocrite and you're contradicting everything that you said. So yeah, that is a very good point. My whole thing was for putting the feud together in general. I was just going to say, well, it's right in front of them, the championships, you know? But at the same time, to be honest with you, I really don't. It's just a rumor right now. I doubt if it'll happen. I doubt it because the problem with that is that all three, and I'm talking about Rollins, Owens, Zayn, and Lynch, all four of those superstars are like red hot right now in their own respectable way.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of you're kind of fanning the flames a little bit too much if you're trying to put them together. And then, like, if you're going to have them paired up against the Judgment Day and have them taking losses, then, you know, you're going to kind of put some of that flame out. And you don't want to put that flame out right now because it's engulfing, you know, as far as like, you know, their push and, you know, just the path that they're on right now. All I was doing is just giving it a reason. That's all I was doing. I was just giving it a hypothetical reason. Like, y'all asked me,
Now,
how did I think it could work? I gave you a hypothetical reason.
Now, I say this: what you're saying can work if you splinter off Dominic and Damian against KO and Sammy, and then you put Finn into a program with Seth. That's different than having a 4-on-4. Now, that I can get with. I don't want to see Becky and Rhea. I don't want to see that.
That's gonna
I don't
happen.
want to
Though.
see.
That's bound to
I
happen.
personally would.
But
That's bound
I
to
just
I don't want to see it.
Rhea, for me, I think Rhea and Charlotte just set a
You're
bar.
gonna go into this. You're gonna go into this again.
No.
You
I'm
gonna go
just
into
saying,
this
like,
again?
I think that
Oh,
that set a bar. Like, yes, it was on the grandest stage of them all, but nothing's gonna come close to that. So,
no, you're right. It's not. It's not.
so I
But
just,
you
I,
need
I only
fillers.
care to see them. And so,
But you
me and
need
George were
fillers
talking
until then.
about this. We're talking about this. We were saying that the issue is that the fillers don't really capture the job of being a good filler.
No, they
And
don't.
that's just
You're
my
right.
opinion.
They don't.
And so it's like,
I mean,
I
I
don't
can
want to see. I want
I
to
can
see
respect
Rhea
that.
chill. I'd rather Asuka be the one that's defending her belt. Rhea doesn't really need competition right now. What I'm saying is, if there's going to be a woman that is defending a championship, it does not need to be. Rhea Ripley is not presented as someone who has competition, so she doesn't need to be out here fighting right now all the time. They can do it because they're doing it with Roman. She can chill with her belt. No one's taking that from her right now. She doesn't need to be in any feuds. She needs to be in Dominic's feuds the way that Eddie and China were on the same page.
But I thought the objective, even with Roman, was to get him back into a position to where you're seeing him fight and defend his title more. Because that's why he even has a schedule he even has house schedules now. He didn't have all that at first. He has a whole house schedule up until I want to say like what not to Money to SummerSlam. Like he's doing house shows, he's doing premium stuff. You know, they're putting him back in position because I think most of the people
sounds like everything changed overnight.
I mean, yeah, it really did. You know, but because it was an issue. It was an issue not seeing him fight.
Jaquil, you crazy. Did it really change?
You know where I'm going with that.
Dre had been in.
You know when your mom comes home
off the record.
You know when your mom comes home and like y'all ain't clean up the house at all. She's like, y'all ain't be doing nothing all day. Well, I've been gone. Yeah. So mom came home. That's what happened.
Oh man. Or mommy in this case. Mommy came home. Oh man. Jaquil.
Mommy McMahon came home.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, did she? Oh goodness. Woo. I didn't think you were gonna do it. I didn't think you were gonna do it, Jaquil, but you did it. Good job.
But not, Dre. You're right though.
I mean, let's just be clear.
I want to see
somebody's going to take the belt off of him, and they're not going to be able to be as successful to just be the champion and not play.
Will you stop, Jaquil? Will you stop?
Bronson.
Bronson.
I'm agreeing with Dre.
Braun Breaker is not beating Seth Rollins. Okay, put the Wolfpack shirt down. All right.
I'm talking about Roman.
I know.
He's
been on this Braun Breaker kick. Okay,
Cody's
me and him been having these conversations.
We know that.
We've been having these conversations, and he swears up and down that when Braun Breaker finally gets caught up, they're just gonna push him to the moon. That's why he's been trolling me with the
They're gonna push the hell out of Braun Breaker, bro. You can go ahead and just get ready for that. That's happening.
I know he ain't taking up the screen.
That's happening. That is happening, bro. Who's Steiner's is like? What is Steiner's relationship to him?
Huh? That's his. That's Rick Steiner's son.
That's his son, right?
That's Rick Steiner's son. Yeah, the dog-faced grandma. That's his son.
They're gonna push him so hard, bro. Like that, and it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad. They're gonna push Braun, and they're gonna. You remember how they forced Roman down our throats in the beginning, and they got booed?
Yeah, of course.
Who gets booed with The Rock next to you?
I know. The same thing is going to happen to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is going to win the Royal Rumble, and Rick Steiner's going to come out there barking.
Can I give you a hypothetical? Okay. Y'all laughing.
Go ahead.
Y'all laughing at my boys. Okay. If Paul Heyman has anything to do with the booking of Braun Breaker, we gonna come back to this episode, and I'm gonna be the one that's laughing at y'all.
You ain't gotta laugh at me because I already know it. If Paul Heyman, if they push,
you're saying Paul. Wait a minute, hold on. You're saying Paul Heyman with Braun?
He don't got to be on screen. He don't got to be on screen yet.
If Paul,
are you talking about Paul Heyman booking? You're talking about Paul Heyman booking.
Paul Heyman is one of the greatest. Yes, he's one of the greatest bookers there is, bro. Paul Heyman.
Look
at Roman.
Paul Heyman could get Braun to Roman, and
Yeah,
none of
you're
us could
right.
figure out how that's going to happen, but Paul Heyman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he's got a job to LA Knight about like 20 times on SmackDown first before he gets there.
I say when
He's got
Seth
to lose to
goes down to
Santos Escobar.
NXT, when Seth goes down to NXT,
He's got to lose to Santos Escobar in the Money in the Bank qualifier, Dre.
Hey man, when Seth goes down to NXT, just know he's coming back up to Raw without a belt.
I don't think he's gonna lose that belt.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna lose that belt.
Braun
Not this
Breaker's
soon.
gonna,
Okay.
Braun
Seth
Breaker's
is gonna
first
lose.
match.
Okay.
Braun Breaker's first match is
Not
going to be
NXT,
against Bronson Reed.
He not.
His first
He's
match
not
is gonna
losing
be
that.
against
He's not
Bronson
losing
Reed.
that belt in NXT.
Oh man, Shaquille cut out here. Oh man.
Oh, it
No,
knocked him
gonna-
out. We just
Yeah,
talking, man.
knocked him
Where
out
our time?
again.
Where our time at, bro? don't-
We're 41 minutes in.
Oh man, we ain't talked about half the stuff we were
Yeah.
supposed to talk about.
I don't know because
Full of
Shaquille
you
got on
kids.
this doggone Braun Breaker thing.
He gonna come back. He
Got
gotta.
us
He
over
gotta go
here.
to the. Man, that's crazy, man. I see it. I see it. I see it, bro. I
Wow.
definitely see that. The push they're gonna give Braun, man. They're gonna give Braun a major push, bro.
Yeah, they are gonna push him
And
right off the ledge.
And they've already started. That's why Seth is gonna go
Yeah, I
down.
know. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. After he does like 20 jobs to LA Knight and Santos Escobar on SmackDown, then he'll be ready. He'll be ready then.
So you don't think he's ready now? Okay.
No, I
so
don't.
since we
I
talking
really
about
don't. No.
since we talking about championship, but we got about 20 minutes, really like 15 left of the show. We gotta
Okay.
talk about Money in the Bank. We gotta talk. Here you go.
Oh
Here you
yeah.
go. Hold on.
Oh, look at Shaquille. Okay. You know what? Look what his thing says. You little troll. You little troll. I cannot stand you right now. You know what? Okay.
Hey.
All right.
He gotta
All
get
right.
in.
You want to play that game? Okay. You want
We
to?
gotta
Okay,
talk
that's a good
about-
rib. That's a good rib. You get a golf clap on that one.
He just
Okay.
said he
I got something for that
he's trying
next
to
week.
reconnect. We gotta talk about
I got something for that next
week.
week, Dre.
We got to talk
Yeah,
about Money in the Bank,
sure.
man. So
I'm ready.
what we
I'm
got so
ready
far?
to.
I think we got
We got LA.
Who's
We got,
in it?
we got
LA
LA Knight.
right.
We got Ricochet. We got
Okay.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm bored already.
Um,
I'm bored. I fell asleep in the middle of the match. I did.
really.
I'm gone. I'm
Now
asleep.
you gonna be petty.
You said what now?
Who did you expect? I said you be petty now, Dre.
You going in and out, bro. One more time.
I said so you gonna be petty now?
I'm just saying, bro. Who out of the three that you just named, like, who's good? Who do we want to see with the championship?
You know what, man? Jakeem, if you don't stop, now look what he done changed.
So Jay, I just
I got
told
something
him
for you next week.
I just told him, you know,
Yeah.
we started talking about Money in the Bank because we're talking about champions and we're talking about people who we see being championship. I don't necessarily see. I don't see Seth going down to NXT and losing, but I can see Braun getting the opportunity for Money in the Bank and winning that way, because I do see him or anyone for that matter. No one's gonna legit just be like, here's the belt for the title shot at this particular date, like Cena did. They're gonna wait till they have their weakest and then fight in. But I just told him, looking at who's in Money in the Bank right now, I'm bored. Because he said Ricochet, I'll give it to him.
LA Knight,
I mean, if he did,
LA Knight, one of the most old superstars right now in the WWE right now. And Shinsuke Nakamura.
Bored.
Okay, you know what? When LA Knight wins Money in the Bank, I'm gonna come on and cut a promo on both of y'all next week.
I think LA Knight's gonna win
that week.
I think LA Knight's gonna win.
Thank you, Jaquil. I knew. You know what? I forgive you. I forgive you.
I don't really know like what championship he would win after cashing it in, but I could definitely see him being that Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah, I don't see Cody winning.
Well, here's the thing. It's like it's like he's kind of in limbo now, because now, since apparently Triple H has become a mark for him and Brock, he decides that he wants to continue the saga now. So we might get Brock Cody 3 at SummerSlam, from what I've been hearing.
Of course.
So you put Cody going back to. So you saying Cody's next shot won't be until WrestleMania next year?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, okay. Until Philadelphia.
I can see that.
Unfortunately.
I can see that. Against Roman. So now
it should be in Detroit.
It's gonna be against Roman. It's gonna be against Roman.
Yeah.
So you see Roman making another year. So he's beating Hogan's.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, he's about to pass who? Pedro Morales, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to pass Pedro Morales. Yeah.
But you see, LA
I would have loved to see it in Detroit.
I mean, we would love to see it.
Yeah, he's my pick. He's my pick. LA Knight, and I'm sticking to it. I don't care who else gets in that match that's better than him. LA Knight, I'm going with him. Yeah.
See, I can see LA Knight versus Seth Rollins.
That would be a fire.
It's not
matchup.
To me. It's not money though. It's not a marquee. It's not a draw.
It's not.
LA Knight's just
promos
not a draw.
Be good. The promo. Huh? Who you saying no draw?
When I say draw, I mean like big name. Like I'm not coming to the show to see LA Knight. I'm coming to the show.
Do you hear the reaction this guy has been getting?
What does everybody want? Like you can get a reaction.
I can't win. I can't win with you today. I cannot win with you today.
Wait. So George, you're saying that LA Knight can draw money, not fans?
Yes, he could talk him in the building. The only thing that he needs is just that one moment or that one signature win to elevate him, and he'll do the rest. I'm telling you, he will do the rest.
George. So you telling me? You telling me that when Raw shows up to Atlanta on July 17th, which I have my tickets for. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Okay, I'm getting mine soon.
You telling me
I'm getting mine soon.
That when he shows up,
I'm buying a t-shirt.
And they say your main event is LA Knight versus anyone else other than Seth Rollins. People are going to sell out State Farm Arenas to see LA Knight.
You will see LA Knight shirts in that crowd, and I guarantee you.
I need you to find somewhere else other than the bar to do these podcasts, because you're clearly drunk. If you think that LA Knight is going to freaking
this guy thinks I'm at the bar. I'm at Panera Bread.
No way in hell. Panera Bread got new whiskey here, then we don't know about it. You're telling me what?
Yes.
LA, what?
Yes, LA Knight.
Bro.
Look, I'm gonna buy a shirt when we go, Dre. I'm gonna buy a shirt. Jaquil, if you're free that Monday, that's my birthday week.
Okay.
I would love for you to come celebrate my birthday with me, you and Dre.
Okay,
I would
most
love
def.
my Ring Psychology guys to come celebrate my birthday with me. And we'll go to Raw, and I'm gonna buy an LA Knight. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna even be bolder. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say right there in the middle of the arena, I'm gonna wait till it's a big crowd coming. I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, whose game is it? And I'm gonna say L-A. They're gonna say, yeah.
I'm not going with him because he's not gonna embarrass me. He's not gonna embarrass me. No, you will not embarrass
I'm
me.
just giving you the evidence. I'm just giving you the evidence, Dre. I'm giving you the evidence, Dreyfus. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving you the evidence.
You're a delusion.
This guy is over. This guy is over.
He's
over.
over.
He's
just
over,
not.
but he's not a money maker.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
dude,
hurricane
I'm trying
is
to tell
over.
you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. You watch. You watch. You know what we should do? I just thought of a great idea. And I think this would be great for the podcast too. We're gonna go around and we're gonna take a survey. We're gonna go Scott Hall. We're gonna take a survey, and I'm gonna ask fans 5 against all, and we can record this too. I'm gonna say, are you a fan of LA Knight? And I'll be like, if you are, tell me what you love about LA Knight. And we'll just settle it right there.
They're gonna tell you nothing.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Fans love LA Knight, yes, but again, he's not a money draw.
All right. Watch him win that briefcase and watch
him
take off like
one
a
more
rocket.
for the good guys.
You know what, Jaquil? I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna have something for you next week. You caught me off guard. I'm gonna have something for you next week. Oh, I'm gonna boy. Oh, you just wait till next week. I'm gonna have something for you. I'm gonna let you get this.
You took the survey. One more for the good guys.
I'm gonna let you get this week. I'm gonna let you get this week. I'm gonna have something for you, Andre, next week. Watch what I tell you. Okay. Right. But the guy is money. The guy draws money, man. LA Knight is a money draw. He could talk him in the building. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, so
whose game is it?
I can
Knight.
see. I can see LA and Cody, but that's about it.
I wouldn't even give that. I can't even say that's a money draw. Cody's a money draw, but not against LA Knight.
I'm gonna be honest here. I don't really think I've seen anything of LA Knight
on Ring Psychology
that was
Facebook
spectacular.
page. You want to put a poll up about it?
Put it up.
Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll then, Jaquil. If I'm so wrong about LA Knight not drawing money, let's put a poll up about it on the Ring Psychology Facebook page.
Put it up.
We'll put a poll up.
Put it up.
So fans, you heard that right. So after today's episode is over, I'm going to go to the Ring Psychology Facebook page and I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to get a head count and we're going to put a poll up and I'm going to ask you, do you think LA Knight is a money draw in WWE?
I wouldn't even do it that way. I would put five superstars in one and say, who is your biggest money draw? Put Cody, put LA. It won't be fair to say Roman. It's kind of not fair to say Cody, but let's put Cody up there. Let's say LA. Let's say
who, Seth? You want to put Seth in there?
Let's put Seth in. Let's put
you want to say AJ? You want to throw AJ in there?
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby. I won't put AJ in.
Bobby Lashley.
No, you can put AJ in. Yeah. Let's put AJ in. So Bobby, AJ, LA.
And what you want, Brock?
Cody. And who else
Brock?
did we say? We can say Brock. Now because we know Brock is a moneymaker. We
Yeah,
know
that
we
would.
know
Yeah,
Brock
so
is a
you want
money
to take him
maker.
out of that equation too? You
I
want to take
want
him out of
those
that
who
equation
we
too?
yeah.
Nah.
I,
Let me piggyback on what you're saying, Dre. Do LA Knight versus and then everybody you just named. Which one of those is money?
okay, okay,
The only
Okay, we
one
can
I
do
want
that.
to see is Cody.
yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't mind taking you up on your idea of him and Seth. I think that would be a money match. I definitely think that'd be a money match.
I wouldn't pay for it.
The build up with that would be the build up. You talk. I mean, I'm just talking about strictly a TV match. Like the
That would
build
have
up for that
the
would be
only
fantastic.
that would cause for LA to win the Money in the Bank. To me,
So you just said something real good there, George.
Yes.
LA Knight is he is who you put on the television main event, not not for like you don't put him on and start the show. You don't put him on like you may put him on in a segment. He's a good TV main event, but he's definitely not like I came to see LA. I didn't come to
Why
see
is that? Because
anyone
of his
else.
promos? Because of his promos?
No,
Is
because of
that
his
why?
like I can confidently say I can't name anything in ring that he's done that has stood out to me.
I agree.
But there's
I
nothing
agree.
bad with that. That's just that would make him the. That's why you Hogan's like that. No, Hogan doesn't do nothing but drop a leg. Hogan, you see what's going on behind me, but it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, we'll put it up. We'll put it up. We'll put it up. We'll see. We'll put those matches up with LA Knight, and we'll let the fans, the viewers, decide
Okay.
which match can draw the most money. We'll do it like that, and that'll tell
And
us
y'all,
everything we need to know and what I've
and
been
y'all got
saying about LA Knight.
and fans. I got till next week to put that up, and we'll reveal what it is next week. And we already know.
Okay, but but you were saying money in the bank. Are you so? Were you talking about predicting the winner? I already told you my winner.
I don't have a winner yet
I
until
already
I
told you,
figure out
right?
who the other two people are.
Yeah, we know who Jaquil. You know who Jaquil's winner is. He's not
Once,
coming,
once,
Jaquil. He's not coming.
well, for Money in the
He's
Bank,
not.
I had LA Knight. I just don't see where he like I don't see a championship for him to cash in on. I don't see a world championship for him to cash that in on that he would walk away with. But he should
So
definitely get that match because he's the most over person in the position. That's like Kofi winning the belt. I mean
yeah.
the Money in the Bank. Like give it to him because he's over. But do I
so give
take
it to him
him?
because he's over, but don't
The
have him
Money in the
cash
Bank is the
in the
new
winner.
King of the Ring.
Right.
Yeah, it's like King of the Ring. Look at
Yeah.
it as the King of the Ring.
Yes, I realize that, but you're saying you're
And
gonna
the
have
King of the
him.
Ring is gonna get his shot against the world champion, but he's not gonna beat him
Well, I mean, yeah, he's
9
probably
times
won't
out
be.
of 10.
He probably won't beat him. No, he's not going to become a world champion right now, but it's coming. It's inevitable. He will be a
And
world champion.
and that's the problem with the business, but that's another conversation. Like everybody does not need a shot
Well, I mean, no,
just
not
because you're
everybody,
over, and but I
dude.
see him as just everybody. Seth
I don't see him
Rollins
as
to
just
me,
as everybody.
Seth Rollins is just everybody.
Okay, that all right. Now you tripping. Now you tripping.
Which is why I wouldn't
You
mind
tripping for
if
real
he
now.
lost his belt. I wouldn't mind if he lost his belt on a Wednesday night outside of his audience to come back as a dethroned champion and then enter into him and Braun Breaker. I would, even though it's a little bit like Cody
For the
Brock, but
30th time, him and Braun Breaker.
just saying.
You
I'm just
can't wait
saying.
for that debut. You can't wait for that debut,
It,
right? You're gonna probably be
no, it's
It's
not
barking
gonna
even
and
that.
happen.
howling too, right?
It's a world heavyweight. That's my issue. My issue is that it's the championship. I can care less about the come up or the call up or Seth being Seth. It's the title. And they've created like this title picture and they're not really taking care of it.
No,
But
they're not. No, I will agree
team,
with you on that. They're not taking care of it. But what I'm saying is a guy like Seth holding the world championship and the opposition that he will be facing here very, very soon is going to bring a lot of prestige and credibility to that world championship. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree.
Sure,
You're
you
fighting
do.
someone from
Of course.
NXT, and that's supposed to bring
No, that's
prestige.
hold on. Finding somebody in NXT. Aren't you the one that's got the nameplate right there, brother?
What I'm
Talk
saying
about
is
finding people from
no, but
NXT.
what you just said was when Seth beats Braun, that brings prestige to the new belt.
I'm not talking about
Braun
just Braun.
essentially.
I'm talking about LA. I'm talking about people like LA Knight. I'm talking about people like AJ Styles. I'm talking about people like Brock Lesnar potentially,
He would
and even
never.
Cody.
He would. I almost use some language. He would never touch Brock Lesnar in the ring. Come on, Seth and Brock
Yes, it's
for
happened
that
before.
belt.
It's
I know
happened
it's happened
before.
before, but I'm saying for this particular.
Yes, for this particular belt. Did
It's
you
the
not
only
watch
belt
the
that
match?
Brock can. It's the only belt that Brock can go for anyway.
And
As
I
long
would
I
as,
know
much
you're
as
about
long
rather
as
see.
Roman. Huh?
I'd much rather see Brock take that off of either LA Knight or Braun Breaker than I would want to see him take it off of Seth.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. I know
Well, we
you
got a
would.
lot to talk about next week, clearly, because I know we're running
Yeah.
out of time.
Sheesh.
So y'all already
By
know
the
how
way,
we get down with this.
By the way, Dynamite was great last night, guys. I just thought I'd let
Nobody
you know
cares about Dynamite.
that. Forbidden Door, June
Boom.
25th. Forbidden
Okada,
Door,
Danielson.
Kazuchika Okada versus Bryan
Get your
Danielson.
tickets now.
One of the greatest wrestling matches of all time is gonna happen on pay-per-view. And Kenny Omega and Will
Rainmaker.
Ospreay are gonna tear the house down. Better than AJ Styles and Seth Rollins at Night of Champions.
The 5,000
Oh,
seat house.
my God.
Here it comes. Here
The
it comes.
5,000 seat house.
Yes, 5 stars from Dave
You're
Meltzer.
gonna tear down the
better bet
house.
Yes,
7 stars on the Meltzer scale.
That's right. You better believe it. You better believe it. And did I tell you too? Did I tell you too, guys? Did I tell you too that it's a possibility that MJF might be on that card too. So don't be surprised. Just saying. I'm just saying. In case y'all didn't know. MJF, my man, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Didn't he himself say that he didn't want to wrestle on that card at the Sprung?
Oh yeah, I mean, but come on, MJF says a lot of things that he doesn't want to do. But I mean, this talks, baby. This talks, and he's got a lot of it. This talks. I'm just saying.
All right.
Everybody get ready. Ring Psychology fans, get ready for the greatest wrestling match of 2023. Kazuchika Okada, Bryan Danielson. Don't miss it. And Katsuyori Shibata might defend his pure championship too as well. Shout out to Katsuyori Shibata, the wrestler.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen.
ROH for life, baby.
We
Pro
thank everyone for tuning in. How much time we got? We close it down. And he brings the shirts out.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for tuning in.
One more for the good guys, right? One more for the good guys.
One more.
Why don't you go ahead and bark?
Next week.
Why don't you go ahead and bark right quick then, Jaquil? Go ahead and bark then. Welcome to the dog pound. Go ahead, bark.
Oh, we got that too. Catch us
next week, guys. While this continues offline.
Gentlemen, you can find me on Facebook I'm George Kennebrew. My last name is spelled Kennebraw. On Instagram, I am Livis_1. That's the word, not the number. 1_living on TikTok. I am Special K_0788. Catch me for all of your pro wrestling updates and 5-star matches because that's what I do. That's what I do.
You know where to find
It's
me.
your boy J.
YouTube.
Cole. Oh, go ahead, bro, because you got more than
Oh,
me.
my bad. My bad.
No,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying YouTube at Play the SmackDown, not Lay the SmackDown. Play the SmackDown.
Right. He needs to feature Hangman Page and John Moxley on there, but that's another story. But anyway,
Oh my
but anyway,
God.
anyway.
It's your
Did I
boy Dre
mention?
Cole.
Don't miss.
It's your
Did I
boy
mention?
Dre
Don't miss
Cole.
out on Forbidden Door, AEW, New Japan, June 25th.
When is it?
June 25th on pay-per-view. Don't miss AEW Collision on June 17th. Return of CM Punk.
Oh, yeah.
Best in the world. FTR. D. Robinson. Switchblade Jay White. It's going down. Bullet Club Gold, baby. On high in the sky.
Oh, hush. All right, y'all. We finna let it go, y'all. We'll get at y'all next. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all how to find me. Facebook, man, it's your boy Drake. Facebook is Draco, DRECOLE. On Instagram, I am _Draco. I am _DRECOLE. And on TikTok, it's I am Draco. Follow me where you can find real wrestling situations other than AEW that still bores me. It does not does anything for me yet. I'm forced to watch it because my esteemed tag team partner watches it. We don't know why yet. We're still trying to figure that part out, but you know.
It's the best.
I know y'all gotta go. I know y'all gotta go. But
Okada.
can we do a moment of silence for my man Shiki baby?
Sheik. Got to.
Number one. AEW number one. Roman Reigns.
Oh God.
We love you, Shiki. We love you, Shiki.
Rest Sheik.
Brian Danielson. Oh, Kazuchika Okada gonna be best night of life. Forbidden Door. Halam.
I'm out of here,
Tony
y'all.
Khan,
I gotta go
number
celebrate
one.
my daughter. It's my daughter's birthday. So
Kenny
we're going to have a
Omega,
good
number
time.
one.
All
We're
right,
gonna
y'all.
leave that guy out. All right, y'all, man.
All
Love
these
y'all,
wrestling
man.
number one. All right, y'all.
Tony
out,
Khan.
man.
Hey, George. Tony Khan, intelligent Jew businessman.
We're out, y'all. We'll catch y'all
All right,
next week.
y'all. Be safe, man.